course they found something to hit him with. I mean, they had to. Things were getting too quiet. What is going on, good people? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. I thank you guys for all taking time out of your day to view my content. Do me a favor, make sure you follow me on all platforms you see listed up here and down here, and you see that right there. Clicking on that thumbs up button will allow this video to continuously be put out there in the YouTube algorithm, but it also tells YouTube that you like the content that I put out, and YouTube would further recommend my content to you. And any products you see listed in this video, throughout the video, are products that I use for content creation. Yada yada peanut butter, right? All right. Folks, we should have known that this was going to come. I mean, to me, I don't even know why this even exists, where Trump is getting hit now with a fine of over 9 times, which each fine was about $1,000 a piece, which means he's paying $9,000 for violating a gag order. You know, the thing that we all supposed to have freedom of, you know, the First Amendment, freedom of speech. Anyway, I'm not even gonna get too much deep into it because y'all already know once I get going, it's kind of hard to stop. And then when I do get to going, it's kind of hard for y'all to understand why, because I talk super fast. Seem like I don't even take breaths. Yeah, anyway, for the life of me, I reached out to attorneys. How can anyone, wait a minute, watch this real quick and then I'll ask you guys.
Do want to take you out to some breaking news right now involving former President Trump, as the judge has fined the former president $9,000 for violating a gag order a total of 9 times amid his, quote, hush money case and trial. Prosecutors did allege the former president violated the order, which bars him from making public statements about witnesses and jurors a total of 10 times, and the judge concurred in all but one of those cases. The judge will hold a hearing Thursday on 4 more alleged violations of the order. The ruling is a rebuke for the former president, who had insisted that he was exercising his free speech rights. The ruling came at the start of the second week of testimony in that historic trial, which did get underway moments ago here. Trump is back in that Manhattan criminal courthouse in New York City because the judge has ordered him to be there every day of the trial that could last for another 3 to 5 weeks. Trump faces 34 felony counts of falsifying business records, and the charges stem from alleged hush money payments made to prevent stories from surfacing in the final days of his 2016 presidential campaign. That does include payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. This is the first criminal trial of any former U.S. president and is also the first of 4 indictments against Trump expected to go to trial. Last week, David Pecker, the former publisher of the National Enquirer, testified that he pledged to be Trump's eyes and ears during the presidential campaign. Pecker did recount how he promised Trump that he would help suppress harmful stories and even arrange to purchase the silence of a doorman. Now, again, that ruling coming down moments ago, as the judge has now fined former President Trump $9,000 for violating that gag order a total of 9 times amid his hush money case and trial that is now officially back underway for the day. We did hear from the former president as he was entering into the courtroom moments ago. Very short comments in nature, but I do want to pop up the audio here and listen in.
Icebox for 8 hours, 9 hours or so. They took me off the campaign trail, but the good news is my poll numbers are the highest they've ever been, so at least we're getting the word out. And everybody knows this trial is a scam. It's a scam. The judge should be recused, and he should recuse himself today. It's the most recusable judge I've been. It's called recusal abuse. And he should recuse himself today. And maybe he will. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll do the right thing. But really, more importantly than the recusal, he should terminate the case today. The judge should terminate the case because they have no case. As Jonathan Turley said, as all of them said, every single one of them, Dershowitz, McCarthy, everyone, Greg Jarrett, Mark Levin, they all said this case should be ended immediately. This case is over. It should be ended immediately. And many of them are not fans of mine, but they want to do the right thing for the country. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. And I'm going to go into the icebox now. and sit for about 8 hours or 9 hours. I'd much rather be in Georgia. I'd much rather be in Florida. I'd much rather be in states that are in play, states that, I'd like to be able to campaign. Biden's out campaigning, if you call it campaigning. He can't campaign because every time he opens his mouth, he gets in trouble. But Biden is out campaigning very nicely. I think when I start campaigning, he'll stop. He'll go back into his basement. But I want to thank everybody. You've really been treating me very fair. I want to thank Time Magazine. They did a cover story, which is very nice. And it's actually, there's at least 60%, it's at least 60% correct, which is about all I can ask for. So I want to thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Are you going to part of the crowd?
All right, so former President Trump making some statements there to members of the media prior to entering into the courtroom as we see week two rather, of testimony getting underway in his hush money trial. He's been talking a lot about how cold the courtroom is. He said that it's an icebox, and he believes they are doing that on purpose.
Yeah, so you heard that, right? So what I was saying to you guys is, how is it that we have a constitution of freedom of speech, but then somebody can order you to not say stuff? Y'all have no idea. Do y'all know that Trump is being used as a scapegoat right now to pretty much test the rest of the United States? If they can make Trump shut up, what do you think they can do to you? Why do you think there's a such thing all across these platforms where they don't allow hate speech? Why? They already know that you guys are going to pretty much concede. They know you guys are going to comply. I mean, the last 3 years proved that. Oh, make something big, make it a big deal, have everybody do it, put signs on the windows, put signs on the doors, we'll do 6 feet apart. They had all of y'all complying with all that bull crap. So if they can get y'all to do that, then surely they can tell you to shut up. Yeah, you heard me. They are telling you to shut up. Now, but if Trump talks, what? What does he have to hide? What does he have to hide? What are they scared that he's going to say? I really don't get it. Freedom of speech should be as it is. Freedom of speech, and nobody should be able to impede on that, which is why if you happen to get arrested, they say you have a right to remain silent if you want to. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Right? Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. So, if Trump is going to say something out of pocket, shouldn't it be the same exact deal where anything Trump said, it can and will be used against him in the court of law? But now you got the court saying you can't talk at all about these particular things. You can't go on X and tweet about it. You can't go into your Truth Social and tweet about it. What I don't understand, and which I would love to do, I would love for Trump to write up something for a lot of different folks, whatever, have them say it. I think blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's coming from Trump. Nope. It's absolutely crazy. So, folks, I understand some of you guys are not, you're not Trump supporters, whatever like that. That's completely fine. That's your prerogative. But what you need to understand is that nobody, in my opinion, according to the Constitution, if you read it, nobody can tell me to be quiet. Nobody can tell me who I can and can't speak to. Nobody can tell me who I can and cannot say something to. That's absolutely ridiculous. And that is, to me, is a violation of the Constitution. What are y'all thoughts on the whole ordeal? Whatever the case may be, make sure you leave it in the comments below after this video. And also, I think Trump is supposed to speak later on today, maybe mistaken in Michigan, and we'll try to get that live. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Keep my channel pulled up. Keep a tab pulled up of my channel. Refresh it every now and then to see if I post any new content, because I know YouTube is not notifying you guys that I'm posting content. And if you continuously want my content to be recommended to you, hit that like button right there, and that's YouTube's way of saying you guys like this content. It's imperative that you hit that, folks, because a lot of y'all are coming out of the woods saying, Ty, I didn't know you were still doing things. I didn't know you still did reactions. I didn't know you were still doing comedy stuff. I didn't know you were still doing what you did. I know. YouTube stopped recommending it. If I don't hit a like button, this is what they tell me. If I don't hit the like button, that's their way of telling me stop recommending this to them. Anyway, make sure you do that. Also, folks, get into those cell phones of yours. If you do have one, you have somebody in your contact list that you think would benefit from this channel, let them know about it, all right? Appreciate it. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.